Okay. Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to our time capsule ceremony. I especially want to give a welcome to our pirates out there watching right now in all the classrooms. I want to thank everybody for being here this morning. We have a number of folks from our county office that are here. Also, two of our school board members are here this morning. I want to thank our vice chair, Mr. Wes McCall, for being here, and Ms. Lindsay Adams for representing the Board of Education at today's ceremony. This has been a very interesting, challenging school year for all of us in Forsyth County. Last spring, when we first started dealing with the impact of this pandemic, we surveyed our parents in Forsyth County schools to ask them their comfort level with starting a new school year. And it was really interesting to look at our feedback, because about 25% of our parents back last June said, you know what, we're prepared for our children to go back to school. And we had another 25% that said they were not comfortable at all with sending their children back to school because of the pandemic and all of the unknowns. So it was at that time that we decided we needed to give our families a choice between face-to-face and virtual instruction. And I am so proud of Forsyth County Schools in offering that choice to our families so that their children could be educated in an environment they felt good about. And I really believe we gave our students a pretty normal school year, a very normal experience. They were able to participate in clubs and activities and be able, for those families who chose face-to-face instruction, for our friends to be able to have school with their friends. And we're just so pleased with how everything went. Throughout the pandemic, there's been a lot of heroes in our community, our state, and our nation. Certainly our healthcare providers and first responders have received lots of credit, and rightfully so. But I would put under that category of heroes, educators belong in that same category. I am so proud of our teachers and staff for working so hard this school year. They worked nights, they worked weekends to make sure our students had the resources and support they needed to be successful. And I am so incredibly pleased. So if you haven't had an opportunity to thank an educator for the job they did this year, please make sure you do so. This time capsule will be registered with the International Time Capsule Society and will be cataloged in the public library system and will be open 25 years from now. This is the first time we've done this in a new school, and this is a new tradition. We're going to do this at all new schools from now on. I think it's a great idea. However, we do have a time capsule at our county office. Our county office was opened back in 2000, and that time capsule will be open in the year 2050. A little less than 3 years ago, I approached Miss Paige Andrews, who was a very successful principal at Silver City Elementary School, and asked her if she would consider opening Poole's Mill. And after some reflection, she came back and said that she would be happy to do so. And I am thrilled that she said yes. She has done a masterful job in creating this new school, bringing in top-notch staff from the county and from outside the county as well. And the one thing that I charge Paige with doing is I want to make sure this school is the same quality as every other school in Forsyth County. And no doubt that has happened at Poole's Mill Elementary School. I could not be more pleased. Please join me in welcoming our principal from Poole's Mill Elementary, Ms. Paige Andrews. Okay?
To thank Dr. Bearden for giving me this job. I also see, when I see Dr. Salone here, she hired me as a teacher at Chattahoochee Elementary School. So I've had a wonderful run here in Forsyth County Schools. It's been absolutely amazing. This has been something that I will treasure my time here my entire career, because opening a new school, and I can remember Dr. Salome telling me, and you, there's nothing like opening a new school. And you're right, it has a piece of you forever. And so, I want to welcome everybody here, Dr. Bearden, school board members, cabinet members, and guests. We're so excited to be the very first school to be able to have a time capsule. We're in our inaugural year, so that's another privilege and great thing that we've gotten to do this year. It's been a pleasure to open such a beautiful school for our community, and we know that our community will be using Poole's Mill for many, many years to come. So this has been a true pirate adventure this year, and I wrote down all the things. This year we've had pirate masks, we've had pirate paloozas, we've had some lads and lasses here, colorful flags. We got to name a pirate named Captain Feather, you know, is our parrot pirate that we have. We've had lots of treasure, mainly in our beautiful students and community. And we've had to deal with just a little bit of a plague too, you know, all these good pirate adventures that you get to have. But, you know, trying to capture this year in artifacts has been a lofty task, but we've actually been working on this for a few months, trying to think of the important things that we can put here in our time capsule. So I have some very important pirates here today who have all brought something, an artifact that they want to add to our time capsule. And so we're going to start out with Arlie Brennan. He is in pre-K this year. So Arlie, if you would come forward, Arlie. And we have Arlie's picture here that we'll be going into. I took his picture right in front of the pirate ship. And Arlie, can you tell everybody what you're going to add to the time capsule?
Schedule.
It's his schedule for pre-K, his pre-K schedule. So there we go. And so that's going in. And next.
Well, before you go on,
Yes.
Arlie, can I ask you a question? 25 years from now, when we open this up, will you come pick me up at the nursing home?
Thank you, Arlie. Awesome. All right, Arlie. You know what? I'm going to move this down, and I'm going to let you put it in. Do you want to drop it in?
Yes.
There you go. Awesome. All right, thank you, Arlie. All right, Vicky Kuznetsov is here, representing kindergarten. And do you want to tell everybody, because I thought this was really cool, what she brought. Tell everybody what you are sharing.
Emoji.
Yes,
Emoji.
we use a lot of emojis now, everywhere. So that was a great thing to add. Awesome. And so, there you go, Vivi. Let you drop it in.
Good job, Vivi.
Awesome. And she is a first grader. And can you tell everybody what you brought to share?
A poppet.
A poppet, a sensory poppet. They're everywhere, everywhere. So we wonder in 25 years if they'll have these. And she also did a beautiful picture of herself to share. Awesome. So we're going to let you drop this in. And here's this one, mess this up. A wrinkled paper forever. There we go. All right, drop yours in. Yes. Yay! All right, and this is a really cool one. Emerson, do you want to turn and show everybody what you are going to share?
A crew shirt.
It's our very first crew shirt. And her mother is actually in charge of our crew teams here. And this is the very first one. So, all right. There you go. All right. All right, Maddie, you ready? And I thought this was very clever. Maddie's entire grade level helped her come up with what they're adding. And so we did try to take everybody's picture in a different part of the school so people could see the changes in our building. But her entire grade level, all the classes for third grade this year, put their pictures in. Awesome. They also wrote a really cool, they talked about everything that they did this year. They talked about, they created habitat rooms, they did soil cups and rock sandwiches, multiplication Sundays, and so they wrote a letter so that their future pirates could know what they were doing in third grade. So we're gonna put that here. Maddie, here we go. Drop it in.
Thank you, Maddie.
All right. Jesse Darling. Jesse also brought a poppet. That just tells you these things are cool. I need one behind my desk. Awesome. But this is a great treasure here. we have some Pokemon cards. And we feel like these could be worth lots and lots of money in 25 years. Lots and lots of money. So we'll see. Jesse, you have to come back and claim them. Say they're your Pokemon cards. So there you go. Thank you. Awesome job. And so Tyler has a bunch of cool things. So this is signed the Pirate Sound. He's a member of the chorus, and everyone signed it here. That's great. We have our Pirate Sound shirt from chorus. Awesome. That's going in first ever. And this is one of my favorite things here. Can you tell them what these are?
Takis, they're like a type of spicy chip that everyone likes.
They are the Twinkies of this generation. So we feel sure that these will be ready to consume in 25 years. And we're all it's like a science experiment. We want to see what happens to them.
I'll let you eat the first one.
It might perk us up, Dr. Beard. We're get up out of our chair.
What a great idea.
Awesome. All right. Let's see. We may have to do that. This is an important task.
You're doing a great job.
There we go. We gotta be ready. All right, Tyler, drop it in. There you go.
Thanks,
We have a few other artifacts that our faculty is adding. We have a pirate map.
I hope we never break the
We hope we never. And we had to add this one because this is the one we all prefer,
Right.
the paper mask. We found out we could breathe. Who knew, that was important. And then they're everywhere. And I have to tell you, so are these. They're on the playground. They're in every crevice of our building. They're very important. So there we go. These are all of our signs, social distancing, and we even have this was a very important, the flow chart. We used it every day, and all the signs, so we're ready. There we go. We also are adding the student code of conduct. See if there's changes there. And then state of the schools is also going in. All right. We are a Leader in Me school, so we're sending and sharing our Leader in Me. We also have a piece of technology. So this is a tablet, and the tablet is in here. So we thought this would be a great thing
That would be interesting.
for them to see. It's things that we use right now, every day. Very first Poole's Mill yearbook, and our 2 yearbook committee. So one is Brent Odom. He worked on the yearbook, and Tracy Newland. Yay! Otherwise known as Miss Newland. We all love these 2 pirates. They took a lot on this year to help do this. And so it's going in there. And we have our grand opening brochures for Poole's Mill. We have ribbon cutting.
Hey, I'm going to be in there.
You are going to be there. And we have everything here. And Ms. Dixie's going to add that to our grand opening information. And this is our 5th grade class. That's going in there. We also had our our first picture, I think. That's the one right here. This is quite interesting.
Oh, yeah.
This is our
Social
faculty.
distancing, yeah.
This is how we had to take our faculty picture.
Yeah.
So that's going to be very interesting. Well, yeah. And we have another card sound. This is for our 5th grade graduation. We have the program we're adding there. Now, this is a satellite view of Poole's Mill right now. So look at all the green. Look at all the greens. So we think they would really like to see how this is going to change.
That is a lot.
That's a lot of green, isn't it, Arlie? A lot of green. So that's going in there too. The newspaper from our very first day here, and I think Miss Kay, there you are, Miss Kay, on the front. Our counselor, there we go. We have Poole's Mill Pirates are leaders who are responsible, respectful, and ready. So that's going in there. And last but not least,
Gotta have the learner profile.
the learner profile. So there it goes. I do have pictures of the artist here while he was painting the mural and our admin staff. Glad to be here. And there they are. And so that's it. Oh, sorry. There we go. All right. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry. Thank you. All right. So this is my principal's letter. And I wasn't going to read it today, but it's a long letter. But hopefully one day it'll mean a lot to somebody who opens it up and tells our story. And I wanted to end today with a letter from a first-year teacher. And I'm going to ask Savannah to come up here. I asked Savannah several weeks ago to write a letter, and she gave it to us. And it was so moving, we thought that it needed to be part of the ceremony. So I am going to let Savannah Mccaskill, first-year teacher, and I have her picture here that will go in here forever. And she will be the last thing that goes into the time capsule. Savannah.
Okay, hi guys. I wrote this yesterday, so nothing like being the second to last day of school and being all in your feelings to write the letter. So May 26, 2021. Hi Future Pirates. My name is Savannah Mccaskill and I'm wrapping up my very first year of my teaching career. This year has had so many unique challenges given I taught kindergarten in the midst of a pandemic. Looking back, I wanted to share my perspective on what it was like and offer advice to any future new teachers. Number one, fresh out of college, I spent the whole summer gathering resources to create a Pinterest perfect classroom environment. But as soon I discovered, students and the way in which they learn aren't usually perfect, and you will end up rearranging your classroom and mixing up seating charts a minimum of 50 times before you find what works. Add a pandemic in the mix, and you'll also have to spread students out and keep documentation on who sits by who in order to contract chase. Woo! Number two, some of the best teaching happens on the fly. Be alert to what engages your students and run with it. For example, to help my students in phonics, I pretended I had a favorite digraph, CH, and made up a story as to why. It stuck, and my students will always remember that Miss Mccaskill's favorite foods are cherries, chips, chocolate, and chicken nuggets. It's actually tacos, but they'll never know. Number three, the kids that need the most love show it in the hardest ways. They can test you and be everything but loving, but build that supportive, loving relationship with them anyway. School may be their safe place, and you may be the adult they look up to and trust that you have their back no matter what they're going through. Today, is our last day of school, and I've teared up countless times thinking about how much love I have for my sweet students. By the time the time capsule is open and this letter is read, my current students will be older than I am right now. Despite what a chaotic year it has been, between quarantining, face masks, and figuring the whole teaching thing out, I wish my students knew how much joy and laughter they brought me every single day. They are my why for teaching. If you ever have a particularly challenging year, remember this. If I can survive my first year of teaching kindergarten in a pandemic, you can do anything.
That's awesome. Thank you for making me cry on video. I really appreciate that a lot.
I thought it was a perfect ending. Okay, so here we go. I've tried to close this twice already. We're really going to close it. All right, so here we go. Dr. Beard, would you like to do the honors?
All right, we will open this again in 25 years. That would be the year 2047, right? 2046, right?
All right, so we are asking Brent Odom, who is also a first-year teacher. He is going to carry this for us. And like this, to carry this for us.
I have no idea why they chose him. Not me.
All right, so do you want to pick it up?
Yep.
And we're going to take it to its final resting place until for 25 years. You ready? All right, let's go. All right. Here we go. This is cool. This is cool, Brent. You're going to be able to look back at this.
I know, I'll probably still be here.
Yes, you will. Hopefully you will. And so we're going to pause right here. And you can see on the other side of this wall is where the time capsule will rest for 25 years. So Poolesville Elementary time capsule sealed May 27th, 2021 to be opened in 25 years. It's going to be on the other side of this. All right. You ready? Let's go. Oh my goodness. There we go.
I'll let you do that hardest thing.
Yes.
Start closing.
Okay. All right. So here, we gotta even wait till a couple of people come in. Here we go. Here we are. And by the way, this cabinet was made from the original wood from the first Forsyth County High School. So this cabinet was made from that wood. So it's beautiful. Okay, there we go, Brent. Okay. And there we go. And later today, this will be drilled closed. So, and not to be open for 25 years. Very exciting. Thank you very much for attending the first Forsyth County School time capsule for inaugural year of the school. So we're glad you were able to attend.